English can be fun. Open your eyes to the world around. Join your friends to be found. Let's talk in English. Learning together can be fun. Learning English can be fun. Open your eyes to the world around. Join friends to be found. Let's talk in English. Learning together can be fun. The journey's begun. The journey's begun. Let's talk in English. Learning together can be fun.
I just love this sporting goods store. They have so many fun things in here. Oh, hi everyone. Welcome to Let's Talk in English on PTS and the radio. I'm Campbell.
And I'm Andrea. Can I help you find something?
Oh, no thanks, Andrea. I'm just looking right now.
Okay, well, it's nice to see you here again, Campbell. You know, you're my favorite customer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Now, let me guess. You probably want to exchange your basketball for a volleyball, right?
No, I'm actually very happy with my basketball. I just wanted to look and see what other cool things you have in here. Hey, this football is pretty cool.
Really? Well, do you play football?
Well, no, but I've been thinking about trying to play football again. I used to play football with my friends in college.
You know, that sounds like someone we know in Portland. Students, you'll find out more about that today.
And we also want you to listen for the answer to today's mission. Hey, Andrea, do you have the question for today's mission?
Yes, I do. I have just what you're looking for. Today's mission. What is Jake shopping for?
What is Jake shopping for? Well, you know what? I think I will buy this football.
Really? You see, you are my favorite customer. All right, students, you can start with Conversation A. Campbell, this will be $35.
Hi, can I help you find anything?
No, thank you. I'm just looking.
Well, if you need anything, just let me know.
Thanks.
Allie,
Oh, hi, Jake.
what are you doing here? I didn't know you played sports.
Oh, I don't. I'm just here with Mandy.
Hi, Jake. What are you shopping for?
I'm looking for a new football.
You play football?
Not on the school team or anything. Matt and I just play with some of the guys in his dorm.
Welcome back. All right, let's see what happened in Conversation A. Allie and Mandy are still shopping in the sporting goods store when someone walks in.
Who was it? That's right, it was Jake. Now, what's Jake shopping for?
Well, that's the question for today's mission. What is Jake shopping for?
What is Jake shopping for? He's shopping for a new football.
And that's our key word, football. Football. Now, let's first look at the game football. Football is a sport that's played in America and in Canada. 美式足球.
Yes, football is a sport. Now, in our conversation, Jake is shopping for a football. Here we're talking about the kind of ball you need to play the sport football.
That's right, a football. Now you need to be careful when you're talking about football. The kind of football that they play in America is different than the rest of the world. When you're talking about football in a country other than the US and Canada, you're really talking about a sport that Americans and Canadians call soccer, 足球.
Yeah, so it's important to remember the difference between football and soccer.
All right, well, let's learn some more from our good friend Thomas. Here we go.
I've been telling Allie she should try a sport.
Have you ever played any sports, Allie?
Well, I was on the track team in junior high. And I played on the volleyball team my sophomore year.
I didn't know you liked volleyball. A group of us play volleyball on Thursday nights. You should join us.
But I'm not very good. Mandy is the real athlete in our family.
That's okay. We just play for fun.
Yeah, Allie should play volleyball with Jake and his friends. You know, I always like to play sports just for fun.
Allie says Mandy is the real athlete in their family. Has Allie ever played any sports?
Yes, she was on the track team in junior high, and she played on the volleyball team her sophomore year.
All right, well, let's learn our key words about sports.
Our first key word is track. Track. Track is a sport where people run. When you do track, teams see who is the fastest at different running races.
Track. This is a sport where people run. If you run in a race, then you're probably on a track team.
We can say Kyle is on the track team. He runs in the 500 and 1,000 meter race.
Right, so this is a sport where different people try to win races.
Now, when you do track, what you are running on is also called a track. Our next keyword here is volleyball. Volleyball. Volleyball is a kind of sport. It's a game where people try to hit the ball over a high net with their hands.
Right, volleyball, 排球. You try to hit a ball over a high net. It's a fun game to play.
Yeah, when you play volleyball, the ball goes back and forth between teams until it falls on the ground.
Whichever team lets the ball fall on the ground is the team that loses.
You know, it's also fun to play volleyball on the beach. Our calendar phrase here is, you should join us.
You should join us.
You know, it's time for us to learn more from Thomas.
You should join us.
Well, I know playing sports is a good way to get to know people, but...
And you told me you want to make more friends at NPC, right?
Right.
So you should take Mandy's advice and try a sport.
I don't know.
It doesn't have to be volleyball. What about tennis? These rackets are on sale.
Good idea. You'd look cute in one of those little tennis skirts, Allie.
Very funny.
Mandy, stop teasing your sister. Well, in our conversation, Jake and Mandy are helping Allie try to pick a sport to play.
They all think playing sports is a great way to get to know people and to make new friends. Jake says it doesn't have to be volleyball.
Right, it can be tennis. Some of the tennis rackets are on sale. Now remember, if something is on sale, this means that it's cheaper than usual. All right, let's learn our key word, tennis. Tennis. Tennis is another kind of sport. Try to guess which sport tennis is. All right, in tennis, you have a small yellow ball, and 2 people or 4 people hit the ball back and forth to each other over a net. Wang, can you guess which sport this is?
It's tennis. Yes, tennis. A sport that you play with a racket and a small yellow ball.
That's right, Wang Qiu. Well, do you like to play tennis? My parents used to like to play tennis, and sometimes they like to watch tennis on TV.
Now, we know you need a ball to play tennis, but what else do you need? Hey, that's right, a tennis racket. Now let's learn that keyword.
Racket. Racket. Now, when players are playing tennis, they hold a racket in their hand. This is what they use to hit the ball.
Yeah, when you play tennis, you use a racket. Now, there are other sports where you use a racket. Another sport is called badminton. And we'll learn more about that tomorrow.
Sports that use rackets are called racket sports. All right, well, we hope you had fun learning from this conversation. Let's have some more fun with Thomas.
Key words.
All right, friends, let's review today's key words. Our first word is football. Football. Let's go to the park and throw the football to each other.
Our next key word is track. Track. Jasmine likes to run. That's why she started running track.
Volleyball. Volleyball. Jude likes to play volleyball on the beach in the summer.
Tennis. Tennis. I don't like to play tennis. I can't hit the ball well.
Racket. Racket. Janet wants to learn to play tennis, so she bought a tennis racket.
Now let's say them together again. Football. Football.
Track. Track.
Volleyball. Volleyball.
Tennis. Tennis.
Racket. Racket.
Hey, great job. All right, let's review what happened in day 3 of this month's Portland lesson.
Hi, can I help you find anything?
No, thank you. I'm just looking.
Well, if you need anything, just let me know.
Thanks.
Allie,
Oh, hi, Jake.
what are you doing here? I didn't know you played sports.
Oh, I don't. I'm just here with Mandy. Hi, Jake. What are you shopping for?
I'm looking for a new football.
You play football?
Not on the school team or anything. Matt and I just play with some of the guys in his dorm.
I've been telling Allie she should try a sport.
Have you ever played any sports, Allie?
Well, I was on the track team in junior high, and I played on the volleyball team my sophomore year.
I didn't know you liked volleyball. A group of us play volleyball on Thursday nights. You should join us.
But I'm not very good. Mandy is the real athlete in our family.
That's okay. We just play for fun.
Well, I know playing sports is a good way to get to know people, but...
And you told me you want to make more friends at NPC, right?
Right.
So you should take Mandy's advice and try a sport.
I don't know.
It doesn't have to be volleyball. What about tennis?